This is Reverend Dr. Gilberto Rosado for Bitcoin Wealth Program, and this is our mining operation. So at least a look in to our mining operations platform, and by that I mean simply my teaching environment and the scenario in which we go about instructing our software users and program users how to use the software and the program interfaces or web assets to develop their mining operations. There's a lot of things and different levels of membership that are involved in mining Bitcoin. And one of the things we feature, well, not obviously, to me it's obvious because I say this all the time, but that is that we focus on operations, on tasks that produce whole Bitcoins. We're not interested in little shavings here and there of 0.0000054500 Bitcoin. We're looking for whole coins, and we have a philosophy that we've espoused, and we repeat it often enough, I think, for you guys to understand already, that we're not about investing, so to speak, in Bitcoin. Our program is not one that you will invest Bitcoin. We don't promote investing. We shun away from investing, and we do not recommend that people invest in Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency for that matter. What you do with your money, that's up to you. That's your business. But what we do encourage, we encourage new money. We encourage the development or mining of Bitcoin, not in the traditional sense, obviously, but in earning Bitcoin that is separate from your present day activities, separate from your money now, from whatever you identify as your assets, your money right now, savings, otherwise, whatever it is that you have. That is not what we recommend that you put into cryptocurrency at all. We recommend that you keep your money, and you do other things with it, whatever you want to do. That's your business. What we recommend is adding to the money you control, other money that you can now have in Bitcoin, other money that you have in cryptocurrency, and we also do gold and silver as well, so that you can have other money go into those things and not worry about it. Because I think most of the issue, everything that's going on, is really worries. I mean, the ups and downs in these cryptocurrencies, even in gold, is based on fear. Fear of losing your skin, losing the money, losing your savings, losing your retirement account. Whatever funds that are out there that are investing in these things, they're also very fearful. I mean, people are responsible for other people's money. So that is really what's driving the market. It's what's making it go up and then makes it fall down as people pull out their money and just to protect it. That's a rough game. It is a game out there. So for our program is for someone who, listen, you're not going to get into all that detail and be worried. You don't want to be worried about losing your money. Well, this is the best program for you, because simply we're helping you set up separate money that you don't count with now, that if you walk away today, you walk away with all your money. I mean, it has nothing to do with your money. The same thing, if you continue living and breathing today and tomorrow, you see, this program will not affect you and will not deprive you of anything that's yours right now. And wouldn't it be good that you are involved in Bitcoin, that you have a way of adding to your Bitcoin or your cryptocurrency without, taking out of your funds and your money and what it is that you do day to day to make a living? Wouldn't it be great that all of us could just have just an accumulation of Bitcoins, of cryptocurrencies just accumulating for us, and and that one magical moment in our wildest dreams, that we wake up one morning and we find Bitcoin, for one of them, Bitcoin for example, selling for $1 million, valued at $1 million per coin, and then you got what? You have by then 100 coins. Wouldn't that be better? And it doesn't matter if it crashes along the way, if it goes down to zero, and even if they close their doors, it doesn't matter, because hey, you haven't lost anything really. You haven't lost anything. Just if Bitcoin without program, if Bitcoin closes its door, no more Bitcoin, forget it. It's something of the history books. You haven't lost anything. I mean, but if Bitcoin makes it to $1 million, you got 100 of it, accumulated. So I know it's not an issue of me thinking. I've already done thinking. This is a sure truth that I'm going to tell you. I know that my program is the safest and the best way to do Bitcoin, simply because you're not touching your own money. You don't have anything to lose. So this program was made like for me. I'm accumulating Bitcoin without investing a dime in it, and I could care less if it goes up or down. But, well, I do care if it goes up, because I'm waiting for my wonderful dream that one day it'll hit $1 million. Because I don't believe in investing or putting money into this cryptocurrency thing unless I thought it was going to hit $1 million. And so I do believe, and I believe it because I've seen other coins hit it. Now, what we're going to do today is part of our daily program, which what we're going to do, we're going to just look at different coins today. I wanted to focus on these different coins to explain a little bit about them and what our philosophy is really concerning them. So I'm going to look up some let's see where we were, coin ranking. So let's go to coin ranking and let's see where we are today. First of all, if you had started our program 5 months ago, where would you be today? So we're going to look at that. Right now, Bitcoin, as it was announced yesterday, not by me but some others that I monitor, it went up to 10,100 It is now at 10,104. Okay, let me see if I can bring that in. If I have it here, one moment. If I don't, if it doesn't come in, I see. Well, just give me a second. I have to activate that. Okay, it should come in for you any moment now. Very good. So this Bitcoin here, according to CoinRanking, right now it's at 10,104 with 79 cents. That's each Bitcoin. Okay, and if you had started 5 months ago with our program, without investing any money from your part, you're not buying Bitcoin. You just simply joined the program. There's a training process which takes about 5 months to complete, and that's why we keep talking about that magical 5-month period. But what you're actually doing during the 5-month period with the software, and I have to underline that because some of you will forget, you have to get the software membership. That's usually if you're going to our offer page on the Classiforum, that ad there's 3 memberships, and you need to remember that you need to join the 2nd membership in order for you can do the 3rd, but that's only a very specialized membership for people who have what is known as virtual assistant skills already. So if you know what that means, then you can consider the 3rd one, and the same issue, you're good. But if you are just anyone else and you're interested in really developing a Bitcoin mining type of activity for the next 5 months and beyond, then you need to take level 2, and that provides you with the software. And the software basically organizes your work for you, your mining experience, and then it also brings in those items that will really double, triple, and quadruple your Bitcoin earnings. And that it's really important. It's very important, and I'll tell you why. Because in 5 months' time, Bitcoin can be pretty much advanced. So by tripling and doubling and tripling, I should say, and quadrupling your performance during the 5-month period, you will most assuredly be able to guarantee whole Bitcoins, even if the price continues to rise steadily. And I've already stated, and when you guys join the Bitcoin program, we are going to, I'm not going to pay you in Bitcoin unless the Bitcoin is at least, the top it can go is 50,000, and it has to, and that's it. Once the Bitcoin reaches over 50,000, we will no longer pay out in Bitcoin. Not immediately in any case, and we will ask you if you want us to hold it and to see if Bitcoin goes down, or do you want us to move it to an Ethereum, for example, which you can still then purchase a few Ethereum coins at least at that time. So that is an option we will give you. So that's the only thing in the Bitcoin issue, because the Bitcoin's going to go up in value. That's the big one in terms of what the popular and perception is, and where the most trading is happening. So that being said, today, if you had started 5 months ago, you would have received today at least 5 whole Bitcoins. 5 whole Bitcoins you would have received today, which it represents to you, if you are believing that it would make it to $1 million each Bitcoin, you're looking at $5 million in Bitcoin from 5 months of mining. Now, and again, what we call mining is really earning, okay? But we call it mining because after all, it has it's very much related to gold, and in terms of mining gold and all of that, that whole thing, it's involved with it. And this program with Bitcoin and all the cryptocurrency is actually a secondary program of ours. The primary program was based on gold and still is, in fact. You have an option of getting into more programs than just one. You have to, again, pay for the membership in those programs, but I've given you a hint of how to reduce the cost to you. Simply, all you need is to get your main program as the software membership. The main program, in other words, where do you want to get paid most from? The primary one that you really want to pack it in. If you want to pack it in with Bitcoin or any of the other Ethereum, any of the other cryptos, then that's the one you choose as your primary. Some of you may want to choose gold as your primary, okay? And so then you use that one, because that one will return for you the most amount of gold. So what we're doing, if you know anything about mining, real mining, you understand that when you're mining, you just don't only get one thing. You're mining, you're digging a hole. And while you're digging the hole looking for your primary ore, what it is that you're looking for, you have a lot of secondary and tertiary ores, other metals, precious metals, that are a secondary or byproduct of digging for your primary material. So this is the way to look at this as well. You look at it as a mining operation. This is why we do our little mining operation type of thing, and you'll be seeing more on that theme, because that's really the way you need to approach this, because you need to understand that the same activity that you're doing to mine gold, is it, or to mine Bitcoin, or whichever one is your primary ore that you're looking for, you have to realize there's a lot of other things that can be had as well. So the key here to get the most out of this program and the most return for your effort is to have multiple programs, but to have just one. In other words, to save yourself money in getting the training and how to approach getting trained for each of these cryptos or for the gold. You need to just get one as your primary and be going after one primary ore or crypto. Then the others you get at the at the level 1 membership. The level 1 membership, it gives you access only to the online portal. It really and nothing more. But that's the portal where you will do most of your tasking, most of your mining. So that is way more affordable than the level 2, which gives you you access your portal within a piece of software that you download onto your computer, and you do your tasking and your mining from that software. Now, the software is not a mining software, so don't get confused. Do not get confused. This is not done purposely to confuse you, thinking that the software is a miner. It isn't. Not the miners like you have to run your computer for 24/7. That's not it. What the software does is organizes. It's created for our program It's just simply, it organizes your workflow. Even though it's just 15 minutes a day, it still puts it together and brings in the resources you need to really quadruple, double, or triple your results by the time the 5-month period is up. And after the 5-month period, you continue. So you have a great value in the second level membership, in that you can really load up on whatever your primary OR is, while the secondary membership, which is the first levels, just gives you the opportunity to mine those other ores, cryptos, or even gold, and get the results. I mean, you're supposed to be able to generate up to $50,000 worth of any crypto or the ore, or gold or silver. And you have platinum and the others as well. But you're supposed to be able to reach that 50,000. So that's without that's at the basic level. So this is what you have to understand. So at the basic level, the program is designed for you to be able, with your work and dedication, to be able to reach up to $50,000. That's the cap. That you can achieve with the first level of membership. What you cannot do with the first level of membership is make more than that. The only way you can increase upon that or improve upon that is with the second level of membership that has the software. Because with the software, the other elements come in and are made available to you, so that you can really make double your output, triple, and even quadruple your output, depending on the efforts that you put into it. Okay, but you can't do that with the basic membership. Okay, so that's the explanation. That's why whichever is your most desired output that you want, result. If you wanted Bitcoin, you want Ethereum, or any of the cryptos, or you want the gold or the platinum, whichever, the real commodities out there, you need to choose that as your primary, and then get the level 2, so that you can get the software and you can really put your main effort into that, and with everything that comes with it. And then also you get the secondary memberships, and you can have multiples in the secondary ore, and the third or the fourth crypto, whichever way you want to strategize your portfolio, but only use the first level memberships for those. And you understand that there's a 50,000 limit, because the program is just designed for the $50,000 level. Okay, so that's what you have to understand on that. So again, depending where you want to put your emphasis, then you purchase the program in the level 2 according to your preference. Later on, after you do this for 5 months, or you do it again, you double yourself, doing it continually for a year or more, and you want to then also add another primary, you can do that. That's up to you. Again, you already at that time, you know what's involved in achieving the results you want out of a primary ore. Then you can always add another primary. Okay, and some of you may be very entrepreneurial and actually get a few primaries, assuming that you have some help to to handle the mining involved with the primary ores. Okay, so that's a way for you that you could actually have a going venture with a group of people all working with your primaries. All right, so that's also something that can be had, just like they do with the mining farms, except those are run by computers. They're running up the electric bills. Most of you are not able to do that. But this is a way that you can practically have a farm a little differently, but you still can leverage the power of having people work alongside with you, and building up your primary accounts. And that's definitely something that can be had. That's just throwing out an idea out there. Now, it's not just that I'm throwing out that idea, by the way. That idea is being used by a couple of nonprofits that around the world that are engaged in this program. So that's why I'm just giving you the idea, because they came out with this idea. It's wonderful, having their members supporting them by entering into this program and creating a few primary accounts to distribute among the membership, and having them help out the organization with their mining. So that is something that could be done by nonprofits as well as for businesses, or for even you as an individual. You get a few of your friends get together and work on your primaries, and you can work that out as a group, because depending on the cryptocurrency, $50,000 or plus, which you can double into 100,000 and 150,000, $200,000 after 5 months. A few people can share in that. So it's an issue of how you want to approach this. Again, outside of getting the second level membership for the primaries, there's really no further investment or expenditure of your own money, and you're not spending on light bills or anything like that, because you're not running your computer all that much. Matter of fact, I'm burning more electricity doing these videos than you will ever do trying to mine and getting mining successfully for this program or through this program. So that goes to show you spend more time on Facebook now and on YouTube, and you probably already spent that time on YouTube already than you will ever have to do in this program. So you figure that out, so it's with maximal profits, so all the negatives are eliminated. Okay? Alright, so if you're interested, before we go into any more of this, you'll need to go to this website, the one on the bottom, where it says earn a salary to promote your website and URLs. Go to that link there, Classiforium.com, 50K job 5D, and you will find the 3 membership levels. Now, again, this is it's the same program. It doesn't talk to you. It doesn't address any of the crypto or mining issues there. It is the training program, however. So again, when you're joined into this program, you will be asked what you are, signing up to work through, and all you do is simply indicate your primary ore, and if you and that's it. The ore that you're trying to mine, you just put it there. We will automatically understand what you're doing and the program that you're working through, and we'll place you in the appropriate position for that payout. Because the only thing that changes really is the way we pay out. Okay, so I'll talk about that right after this message. In our virtual assistant program that you'll see at the link that we showed you previously, that you'll find the 3 levels of membership, and you simply join the 2nd level for your primary and the 1st level for any secondaries that you want to add to your portfolio. That's really all you have to do. We ask you as you join those programs, what is your payout method, and in that moment you'll have an opportunity with that questionnaire to tell us that you're applying for the Bitcoin program or for the Ethereum program. We already know it's your primary because you ordered the 2nd level. So you see, that detail's already automatically known to us, so you don't have to delve into it anymore. It's just simply telling us that you want to be paid in Bitcoin, or you want to be paid in Ethereum, or that you want to be paid in gold. The one caveat is this: the gold and the crypto programs will soon be on Classiforum, so that when you get to see this video, most of you at that time, probably the other programs will be already listed. So while you're at Classiforum, you may want to try to look for those programs if they're already listed, so then you can just order it directly, right on the advertisement for that program. But at this point, while we're doing this live broadcast, and we have the general virtual assistant program announced there, and as I said before, it's the same thing, the same training you're going to get, with slight differences that we incorporate when you indicate how you desire your payout. And as you can tell from the virtual assistant program, if you want the cash, that's also something that you can do. So you can ask for the cash and you dispose of it in any way that you wish. That can be your primary, and then you can have the secondaries as a crypto or as the gold even. And we always recommend, whatever is your strategy, we always recommend including gold. And we first pay out in gold coins in that program. And the reasoning is because of one of the most important factors about having gold coins is when everything else fails. And that includes the power grid and whatnot. Just yesterday we had the slight fear of the solar flare. Now, when the solar flares get tough, get really strong, that could cause some issues. So and if everything goes down, even if it wasn't a solar flare, it could be just a crazy North Korean or a crazy any one of these leaders in any country, things can go really wrong really fast. And no matter how much you have invested there in the stock market and in the cryptos, whatever businesses you run, if you have anything, and especially you guys that are just working for a living, well, no matter what position you're at, the only thing is really going to help you when everything, when it hits the fan, the only thing that can help you at that time is going to be gold in the hand. So this is why we recommend that every one of you actually add. If you're going to do 1 and 2 and neither of them are gold, you really should add the gold. Because having the gold in hand when everything else is lost, it's going to make a difference. So that is, if you hear any recommendation from me in terms of where you should put your money, it's going to be that. And in this program, you don't have to invest your money. Again, this is not about investing your money. But if you're going to put in some time into mining crypto and into mining for a cash return, I would also spend another 15 minutes into getting gold coin as a payment and having that, in my home, in my safe, in case. That's just my solid and long-term advice for anyone and everyone who comes into this program. And even if you're not coming into the program, you out there, if you don't have gold in your home, in a safe, I don't know what you're thinking about. I really do not know what you're thinking. What are you going to do? Okay, I'm going to do a program about when everything hits the fan. When the crap hits the fan, then I'm going to do a program about that, because you guys really need to start thinking. You really need to start thinking. Everything that we're doing is really dependent on internet right now, and that's a dangerous thing. And gold is going to be, think about it now. Think about what I'm saying, because you understand that gold will be increasing. All of these cryptos and all of these things going on will only help to increase gold. You need to get into gold. And again, I'm not telling you to invest in it, but some of you guys, your investing mentality, you already, it'd be a good investment. That's up to you. Don't go by what I say. I'm just talking about having something in hand, gold coin, because no matter how apish people get after everything goes down the drain, gold is gold. Gold is gold. And so you gotta take that as it is, very clear. Okay, again, it's a ravings of a guy getting up in age. All right, so let's go look at this. Ethereum is still hanging on, little less than 10%, but pretty much so. We see a drop, and you see that, yeah, there's a slight variance now, but that's typical with Ethereum. It will stay in line with Bitcoin, but it's usually tardy. It's a tardy shadow, okay? So it's not tardy going down, though. When everyone is scared, it's not tardy. But going up, the Ethereum is a little bit, slightly cautious. But my thinking is the same guys running the Bitcoin, in terms of buying and selling, are also in Ethereum. So it's just lagging a little bit. That shows you the slight disbelief of a slight wait and see on Bitcoin. If it holds and keeps going higher than Ethereum, Bitcoin, let's look at it this way. Bitcoin is like the big brother of Ethereum, okay? So again, the big brother is, come on, let's get on the roller coaster with me, and the little kid is like a little kid saying, oh, that looks too big, it looks too much. This is what goes on between the two. But again, the little brother will tag along, okay? So that's basically what Ethereum has been doing for a very, very long time. And it's the reason I say what I said about Ethereum being a shadow for Bitcoin. Has nothing to do with indicators or nothing. It's just a slight timidity, and just wait till Bitcoin, is firmly on that step before Ethereum, edges up and has the fortitude to move higher as well. But it always stays within that 10%, plus or minus. Ripple has increased. It's been a very slow increase. but again, it went down with the previous what you call it, a crash on Bitcoin. So that went down, but it's still at 113. You know, the last time I looked at Ripple myself, it just broke $1. So it's still, for me, it is showing some growth or some steadiness, although the graphics here don't show that, but that's because of the crash that went on. I'm pretty sure about that. The Bitcoin Cash at 1505 at today is doing better than Ethereum. Now this creates, you have Litecoin here, 231, great entry. Stella, you know, you have to look into that. We'll be looking into some of these. You know, some of you guys are seeing the stars with some of these, and you have these prices here that we will go into these things very at great length in future shows. But what I wanted to show you with these is that they're creating some indexes, and this is page 1 of 58. What we're going to do, we're going to show you the price, the highest price. We're going to hit price here. So you can see the highest price of Bitcoin, of any cryptocurrency at the moment. And you'll see the potential that Bitcoin has. Now what we see here is BIT20. BIT20 has gone down. It stayed away. It couldn't hit the $1 million mark. It was close to that yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. As close to yesterday. It was 900 and change, and that looked like it should have gone up to $1 million, but it suffered a loss, as we see, and it's down to 828, 760. But the BIT20 is based on the top 20 coins. So you see that if you want to look at an indicator, this is one of those things that you want to look at for indications of the health of the market of cryptos. And you can see that at this point, the health of the market is down by about 4.5%, 4.36 as it says there. So you need to, if you're doing investing, if you're into Bitcoins and into cryptos for that up and down investment type of activity, you know, this is still shows that the market is still what you would consider volatile. Again, though, the people who join our program, this doesn't mean nothing. It just doesn't have anything to do with what we're doing. And so that's not an issue for you, which is important. You know, this is the reason I have to say this, and so that you realize that, you know, you hear news about crypto, and you see articles and things like that. What you have to understand, there are two conversations here. Really one conversation that I've started, and maybe a few others. But the bulk of the talking out there and advice that you're hearing about crypto is from day-to-day investors. It's investment advice. These are people who put money in, their own money in, and want to make sure that their money's protected. And some of them are taking a risk, you know, a greater risk than others. All of you guys are at risk. So the advice that you're hearing is advice on speculation. It's advice based on speculation, laden with fear, or with trying to convince you not to be afraid because of XYZ reasons, And then we're looking at the different coins, in terms of investments, and seeing where they came from, who started it, what's their blockchain technology, and all of these other factors, which is good. It's sensible in terms of the investments, or looking at it as an investment. But what we're talking about here on this channel, wherever you're seeing us, it has nothing to do with investing, because that's not what we're doing. we're simply adding Bitcoin, adding crypto to our earnings, to our possessions, but we're not investing in it, and we could care less. See, the philosophy here is just, it goes up, it goes up, it goes down, it goes down. We're waiting for $1 million, period. That's the game that we're playing, if you're going to look at it as a game. And you can afford to, because it didn't cost you any money. I mean, it's like someone gives you fake, what do you call it? Fake coins, you're in like an arcade, and you get these fake coins, and you just throw them in the machine. Just have some fun. And you lost all your coins. You lost all your coins. What did it cost you? Nothing. You understand? So this is the philosophy of what we're talking about, and what our program is based on. Although we're not using fake money, it's real money, but it's not from your pocket. It's not coming out from your pocket. It's not coming out from my pocket. It's extra that's earned through what we are terming as mining. Mining is earning income. You're earning Bitcoins. Even when you're doing the mining, the official Bitcoin mining, where that phrase came from, of mining for Bitcoin, even though we're not doing that type of mining, because that type of mining can make you poor. You might as well invest in Bitcoin. Forget mining. But what we're doing is creating Bitcoin where there wasn't any before. In other words, creating another income stream that is paid to us in Bitcoin, in crypto, or in gold, or in cash, and that's extra. So it's not too much of a great effort on your part, because it's just 15 minutes a day. It's something that you can add on, and add on a crypto wallet. Why not? Get some gold coins to put in your safe at home. Why not? I mean, it's like smart. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, why not? All right, you got time to do it. You got 15 minutes. So this is the thing you have to understand, that it's a separate thing. It's a separate, so that the intelligentsia and the savvy that you hear about, you'll see in other Bitcoin shows and other Bitcoin investors talking about and advising you about, or concerning about, is valid for that. But you know what? I think most of you are really not investors. I mean, you're investors because you invested your money in, but you're not really investors. Most of you are regular people that, you're concerned about the money that you're putting at risk here. Okay. And what I'm saying is that you shouldn't put your money at risk. That's all I'm saying. And not even the investors have to agree with me. You shouldn't put money that you deem important to you at risk. See? What I did was create a program in which you can build Bitcoin and build crypto away and separate from your money, separate from what you need to live on, and separate from what you value. personally, so that you can be in Bitcoin. You can have cryptocurrency, but without the personal risk and the personal loss, feeling that pain when cryptos go down the drain, and you're not affected by that, you know. And you can, and I think it's more sensible, because if you look at a lot of people that sold out their Bitcoin when it went down, you know, it was crashing, so they said, let me get out while I can. Then later Bitcoin's going to go up. They wish they would still have some Bitcoin. I did a video the other day on crypto. What was that? Crypto sadness or regret. Crypto regret. And what was the issue of the crypto regret? This guy had a lot of crypto coin. He had a lot of Bitcoin. And for one reason or another, he had to sell some and this and that. And I think one guy lost, or another story was that one guy lost his flash drive. Oh my goodness. And he lost everything. You know, of course, at the time, Bitcoin wasn't worth much, but then it did, right? So again, you know, in this program, we've eliminated that, because it doesn't matter if it goes up and down. It's all, I've been giving you sound advice, and that is that if you're in Bitcoin, you need to be in it thinking that it's going to go up to $1 million. Because if you don't think it'll go up to $1 million, Bitcoin is not the place to be at. You need to go to the other currencies. Simply, you need to just move to the other currencies, because the other currencies, you don't expect to go up to $1 million, and I don't. Not anytime soon, before I go, hello, goodbye, you know. But I do expect them to hit the 6 figures. Definitely. So because I do believe Bitcoin will hit $1 million, but not the others, in terms of the small ones that right now are $1 right now, or less. But they have the potential of hitting up to 100,000, especially like something like Ethereum. I fully expect Ethereum to hit the 6 figures, absolutely. So that is something that I would want to get either a primary or definitely a secondary membership in this program, the Bitcoin Wealth Program. I would definitely do that, because again, this is extra money that another 15 minutes of my time is generating, and I can only win with it. You know what I'm saying? Because losing doesn't matter to me, because I don't have it now anyway. You understand? So it doesn't matter. How can you feel pain if you lost something that you never had? It was you never had it before. But if you gain, but you can gain. So I look at it as just gaining, because losses don't matter, because you haven't lost your personal income. You understand? But gain, you will gain. So the way we approach it in our program, it's about gain. We're not doing losses. Losses is not relevant, because we're not investing. You know, you're still making the same money you made yesterday. You still have the same thing in your savings account you had yesterday. You still have, you know, whatever accounts and whatever assets you had yesterday. Same thing. Nothing is lost. And in my book, and I think in any investor's book, that's a good thing. And you can't say, well, nothing risk, nothing gain, because we are bringing in gain. So our program is about gain, and that's it. So this is a gain situation. What we have here, we've created a way for you to take 15 minutes of your time, gain crypto or gold or cash, right? But in terms of the cryptocurrencies, gain the cryptos and just let them ride. You're letting them ride, period. Doesn't matter. It goes down, goes up, goes down, goes up. When, you know, we're just looking every morning. We'll go into Coin Ranking, or you check your newspaper, and we're waiting for the headline, Bitcoin, $1 million, BTC. That's what we're waiting for. And then we take our 5, 10 years of being in this program, of getting that $50,000 worth of Bitcoin. Let's say it's, let's say, just for argument's sake, that we, let's say, not even say it was 5 coins each time. You know, okay, well, just keep it. Let's say for each year you did 5. That's all you did each year. 5 for 10 years. You got 50 Bitcoins now accumulated. Each one's $1 million. That's what that's the headline. $1 million that we are looking for. For Ethereum, it's the headline, $100,000. That's it. And we take, I think the other day we did a calculation with Ethereum, and we got 54 coins out of that. So that's, again, $5,400,000 here. With Bitcoin, using today's prices, it's 5 coins, and there'll be 50 coins then. So you're talking about 50 million. I believe I said that the Ethereum I had made a missing zero. It's actually 400 million. That was going to be the result from the calculation we had that day. But in any case, this is what I'm talking about, and we're not, again, the losses are not ours, because it wasn't, we didn't lose anything that we had, you know, and wasting time. We always waste time. So do you feel bad about time that you spent? You do complain about it. You spent you spent 50 minutes, or another, you had an appointment and they made you wait an hour and a half. You know, you're complaining about that, but hey, that happens all the time. Here, for 15 minutes that you spend, even you could have taken that time you spent wasting time someplace else and put it into this program, and it could at least our thinking would be that we can make you a millionaire from it. So taking wasted time and making it do something. So at the best, at the worst, let's say, at the worst of it, life as normal it is for you. I mean, what's the difference? There's no difference. You can't say that when you're investing, because when you're investing, you're taking from your own money, your own savings, and then you're worried. And you should be worried. You should very well be worried. But that is what we've eliminated with this program. Okay, so today's news is Bitcoin. Let's see something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bitcoin is in the 7th position. It's held its position, at least in terms of the value of the coin in relation to others. The ones right above it are interesting to note here before we conclude this broadcast. And you'll see that right above Bitcoin at 10,162, and while we've been talking, I believe it did go up a little bit more. Remy Coin is 10,473.63. BTC, short for Bitcoin, Bitcoin is at 11,252. So that's getting higher a little bit. 42 coin is 78,000 a coin. See, Bitcoin should be able to reach this with no problem, given time. Again, for particularly Ethereum, I really do see that hidden there. So that's 42 coin. Limited coin is at $91,200. The Project X is at 323,000. Again, and Bit20 is at 828, having lost. Project X is also something built up on other cryptos. So again, as far as my reading, my preliminary reading on this, I'll do some more, and we're going to do some shows just concentrating on these big ones here, so that you can gain an understanding of what their understanding is. So that may help a lot of you to feel more comfortable about what Bitcoin really represents to you, especially also the smaller Bitcoins, the smaller cryptocurrencies, because it'll give you a better grasp of really what you're dealing with in terms of all of this cryptocurrency fanaticism or excitement and whatnot, and what's developing really from that. And it'll give you a better understanding also, comparing it to other systems that we have traditionally, like the stock market, etc., what you should be expecting. There is fear or concerns that of regulation soon to come, which is the reason why investing and all that, you have to realize that sooner or later the governments are going to get their hands into this. And that may be a killer for a lot of you. So you really need to start thinking, what the possibilities are and what your options are. Again, I am a firm believer that the program that we have created, where you create new coins, new, not based on your pocket investments. This is new income, new coins, new to you, is the absolute best way of doing cryptocurrency. And no matter what regulations come in the future and whatnot, I think that the strategy that we have and the philosophy, our approach to Bitcoin, our approach to cryptocurrency is the best one for the majority of those interested in Bitcoin, interested in cryptocurrency. This is really for you. For those who have experienced day traders and things like that, what I'm proposing is really like boring to you. It's boring because you want the excitement of of making an extra margin, whatever your margin is of buying and selling. That's the excitement that you're looking at, and you want that win. Excuse me, every few days, or as the markets go up and down, you feel that's I'm an investor. I'm doing investments. So again, that's what you guys want to do. But most people out there, they're not that type. They're not into that. But most of you are following advice given by those types. So you guys gotta use your noodle a little bit. You gotta be smart about this. So that'll be it for this show today. And we'll be looking into Bit20, was it? Bit20 for the following show, probably for next week, Monday. So we'll be doing Bit20 and then do Project X, and then go down this list of the top Bitcoins, and reviewing each one and analyzing what the psychology is around those coins and the investments behind that. Okay, so once again, if you're interested in getting started right away, you don't want to wait for the specific crypto program to appear on Classiforium, then just head on over, do the virtual assistant opportunity at classiforium.com, 50K job 5D. And simply once you sign up for your primary, and if you want to do secondaries, you do that, and we contact you, and you tell us that you're interested in the cryptocurrency as your primary, or gold as your primary, whatever the commodity. You can do platinum as well if you're aware of other precious metals that you want to do. You just ask for them, and we will make sure that you get into those programs. Okay, so this is the early bird. Get into it now and don't wait, so that you can get your 5 months qualification. Thanks for tuning in, and you know what to do right now. What should you do right now? Do this.